What's up, chosen ones? This is Rich. I want to talk about synchronicities, especially while you're manifesting. True story, true story. Yesterday I was going for a walk and I was thinking about a game plan. I was thinking about what are my next steps that I wanted to embark on. And as I was thinking about my next steps, what I wanted to embark on, a Range Rover drove by. I have a thing for Range Rovers. I love Range Rovers. But a Range Rover drove by. And on the license plate, it had my name. My name is very unique, especially the way you spell it. It's unique. The Range Rover drove by with my name on the license plate, and I had that feeling in my gut. And I knew that was confirmation. I knew the things that I was thinking about, the path that I wanted to go down, all my thoughts, things I wanted to manifest, the things I was working on. I knew it was to come true. I knew the path I was walking down was the right path, the correct path. The thoughts I was thinking, the energy I was in was the one to be in. This is what happens when you are present. And this is what happens when the universe wants you to go down this particular path, road, journey, whatever the case may be. This is what happens. The universe will send you signs, synchronicities, coincidences, all these things. See, coincidences sometimes is not a coincidence. I think that's dismissive, just to think that things are just random acts of occurrence and not tap into the bigger picture. So I had those thoughts, those curious thoughts in my head about if this is the path that's to go down. Universe confirmed it for me right there. But that wouldn't have happened if I wasn't present. I would have missed it. See, you have to be present in order to pick up on the signs, synchronicities, and coincidences. The synchronicities that happen are no such, random acts of events. It's confirmation. And when I tell you I saw that confirmation yesterday, my heart dropped. It was like God literally said, you are correct. Go down that path. Go down that road. And it's funny because the past couple of days before that, I was having people, talk to me about the new opportunities I could have, or helping me open up my eyes to the opportunities I have at my hands that I haven't necessarily embarked on. And all those things were coincidences or synchronicities as well, because I had already been having these thoughts about what was next. So having these random conversations with people, added onto it. But seeing that Range Rover, as soon as I had that thought, was like icing on the cake. It was the last thing I needed. I felt like any other questioning or any other looking for confirmation or anything of that sort would have just been overkill. Would have been unnecessary. It would have been looking for stagnation. Sometimes those signs aren't going to get any more clear than than it being right in your face. God's not going to say, or divine's not going to say, hey, this is the way. Sometimes you have to think it, and those signs will pop up for you. So if you're on your journey, you're on your path, anything that you're doing, anywhere you're going, and you're looking for a confirmation, sometimes you just have to take a step back and be present. Clear out your energy, be present. And the universe will deliver your answer. God will deliver your answer. He will. But sometimes we're so caught up into the world. Sometimes we're not as present as we should be. in order to get those downloads, in order to get those answers. Sometimes we're not present. It's just the way that the world has us. But I was very, very, very grateful and thankful to get that synchronicity, to get that confirmation. I'm telling you, I was walking down the street, I had that thought, and boom, as soon as I had that thought and marinated for 2 seconds, I look up and the Range Rover had my name on it on the license plate. I'm just like, what? There's no such thing as random when you're talking about manifesting. When you're talking about divine and universe, there's no such thing as random. It's all purposeful. It's all, intentional. That's why I wish a lot of people could see or know these things, because it's almost like God is right in front of you. That's what somebody said. They said that coincidences are God's way of staying anonymous. And I could believe that. I could definitely believe that. Anyway, this is Rich. I greatly do appreciate y'all for listening. Y'all be safe out there. Hope this can help somebody. Love and blessings.